has remained a core part of our everyday digital life, even despite the rise and increasing popularity of instant messaging and collaboration tools. Email is an essential part of daily business practices in almost all industries. The massive number of organizations that use email can be linked to its simplicity and overall utility. Approximately 319.6 billion emails have been exchanged daily in 2021 for both business and private purposes, and the number is projected to reach over 361.6 billion emails sent every day by 2024. Email usage has significant advantages for businesses and other organizations, and some of them are facilitating logistics, increased speed, cost-cutting, and written evidence. So we can all agree that email communication is an essential type of written communication, right? As I mentioned earlier, nowadays all sorts of businesses and institutions communicate primarily through email. This is not only the most cost-effective medium of communication, but also the most trusted. However, email is a prime target for malicious actors due to vulnerabilities that are deeply rooted in human error, as well as the nature of the information that is shared on it. It's crucial to understand that your personal email serves as the hub for everything you do online. Whether you're creating an account on a social media site or financial services site, you'll almost always be required to provide an email address. If you don't protect your email account and it gets hacked, the threat actors will gain access to everything you've linked to it. Therefore, securing your email is one of the most important actions you can take in order to stay protected against cyber attacks. Also, remember that keeping your email secure is the best way to defend your company. Here's where email security comes into play. What is email security, you might ask? The term email security refers to the protective procedures and techniques that cover email accounts, as well as the content and communications shared through them against unauthorized access, data loss, or other forms of compromise. It includes traditional approaches such as login security and email encryption, as well as advanced concepts like spam filtering and fraud prevention. In addition to this, cybersecurity education for employees plays a huge role in the larger picture of email security. The annual Data Breach Investigations report published by Verizon identified email and direct installs as the top 2 attack vectors for malware infections. This is why in today's digital world, email security is a must for any company's cybersecurity infrastructure. Unfortunately, many businesses ignore the important role email security plays until they are confronted with a significant security incident, which can lead to serious consequences. Now let's take a look at most common threats to email systems. Phishing. Phishing is a malicious technique based on deception used to steal sensitive information such as bank account details, credit card numbers, usernames, and passwords from users. The attackers pretend to be a trustworthy entity, usually by copying the look or feel of a big brand in order to trick their victims into revealing their confidential data. After the attackers manage to steal the private information, they sell it or use it to commit financial or identity theft. They also can leverage the stolen data to gain unauthorized access to the victims' accounts and create an opportunity to blackmail them for different reasons. Of course, malware. Increasingly, malicious actors are taking advantage of email to deliver a variety of attacks to businesses through the use of malware or malicious software such as viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware. Spamming. is the act of sending unsolicited bulk emails or other types of messages over the internet. Spam is often used to spread malware, which is why email users should never open, reply to, or download attachments from spam messages. Most spam emails are commercial and might include links that appear to be legitimate and trustworthy, but they take users to phishing websites that contain malware. Social engineering is a form of psychological manipulation used by malicious actors in order to convince email users to perform certain actions like giving away sensitive information and gain unauthorized access to information systems either of private users or those belonging to organizations. This type of communication generally relies on the carefully researched impersonation of collaborators, authority figures, or trustworthy brands. There are several social engineering attacks, with phishing being one of the easiest and most widely used ones. Business email compromise is a type of targeted scam in which an attacker impersonates a company's executive or high-level employee with the intent of defrauding or extracting sensitive data from the company or its partners. CEO fraud is an advanced email scam used by malicious actors to dupe employees into transferring money to a bank account owned by the attacker or giving away sensitive information. In this type of attack, hackers posing as a company's CEO or other executives send sophisticated emails asking employees, usually in HR or finance departments, to help them out by making a bank transfer. Spear-phishing is a cyber attack that uses a very specific and customized message to obtain information from a victim. The message is commonly sent to individuals or corporations, and it is very successful due to its meticulous planning. In order to create the spear-phishing message, the attackers spend a lot of time and resources collecting information about the victim, like interests, activities, personal history. Spear-phishing manipulates the victim by creating a sense of urgency and familiarity, as if it came from someone you know, so the target doesn't have time to double-check the message. Spoofing. Email spoofing is a tactic designed to collect private information and data from online users, take over their accounts, deliver malware, or steal money. In email spoofing, attackers can make it seem like an email is sent by a familiar person, such as a colleague, partner, or manager. According to some studies, targets usually tend to open an email that appears genuine and from a trustworthy sender. It is critical that business owners and customers take all measures to protect their email accounts from cyber attacks and prevent unauthorized access. Failure to apply security best practices puts not only an individual's privacy at risk, but also that of the company's employees, partners, and clients. Keep watching and find out how to protect from the common threats targeting email. Train your employees on email security risks and how to recognize them. Always use multi-factor authentication, as it offers an extra layer of access control that can significantly improve email security. Choose a strong, unique password. Advise your employees to avoid using their personal accounts to send corporate data. Run regular phishing tests to keep everyone alert. Don't share personal information through email. No prestigious company will ever ask you for your personal details over email. Backup important files to minimize potential damage in the event of a ransomware attack. Use only trusted Wi-Fi networks and access your email account only when you're confident in your network security. Implement email protocols. Use email encryption, as all the messages, attachments, and Information you share through email will remain private and can only be opened by the intended recipients. Never open an attachment that seems suspicious. If you have any doubts, contact the person who sent you the attachment and ask them to double-check its contents. Have a good antivirus solution in place. Most antivirus software will check your attachments before you download them and stop you from accessing compromised websites. Implement powerful email security software that will help you fight against both simple and sophisticated email threats. I'm confident that if you manage to follow these guidelines, you and your company will stay away from email-based security threats. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon for even more cybersecurity related topics. Make sure you don't miss it. Also, make sure you like and share this video with your friends and subscribe to our channel. See you soon!